Well, dear friends, we've come almost to the end of this week. We're in Thursday's lesson, that your salvation, that salvation may be known, that God's salvation may be known. My name is Dwain, and I want to thank you for journeying this week into the book of Psalms. And today is no different. What a beautiful psalm we reflect on today, Psalm 67. I just want to read just two verses. The first two verses, God, be merciful to us and bless us, and cause his face to shine upon us, that your way may be known on earth, your salvation among the nations. God's entire project from the dawn of the birth of humanity has been that humanity may know his love, know his grace, know his power, that we might understand and know and experience the fullness of who God is. God was revealing himself to Adam and Eve before they sinned. And it would have been an education that would have lasted for eternity. And by faith, we will get back to that education one day if we're faithful. But after sin, God has hatched and put into works the plan of salvation for humanity's reconciliation to him. And that plan is to be made known unto all the world. It's for that reason that he calls out a people, that he calls out a chosen nation to make his salvation known, to show and demonstrate their faithfulness to him and the love of God. It is why he established a temple in the center of their lived experience, that they might worship him, and that place, says Isaiah, shall be called a house of prayer for all people. It is the place where God wanted all people to come and worship. Why? That everyone might know his salvation. God is in the salvation business. One of the beautiful things about Psalm 67 is it tells us this is God's desire, that all men and women would praise and honor him, that they would experience the joy of his salvation and the fullness of his rich power in their lives. This is God's desire. It's also one of the identifying marks of God's end time remnant church. Revelation chapter 14, 6 to 12, those three angels' messages. First angel tells us to preach the gospel to all the world, every nation, kindred, tongue, and people. Why? Because God's judgment is coming, and worship him who made the heavens and the earth, the sea, the fountains of water. Angel number 2 says that the systems of this world, its brokenness, the moral depravity we looked at earlier this week, the things on this planet, people changing genders and all of the other things, the manifest magnification of sin and its degradation on human beings and their thoughts patterns, all of this is fallen. God calls us out of it. And then he says, don't worship the beast. Don't receive his mark in your forehead or in your hand, or you will be judged. But then the end of that thing says there is a patient group. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are those who keep the commandments of God, have the faith of Jesus. There are people who are going to be faithful. We are called to be those people who are faithfully with the Lamb of God, encouraging men and women to come to know him, that the salvation of God may be known throughout the earth.